Gamer time.
Oh.
Welcome everyone. Welcome back to Fate Stay Night. We're going to be continuing our playthrough today. I need to make everyone bigger though first. You guys are all very small. There we go.
So we can have a Cheerios stream tonight.
A Cheerios stream. I get the joke. Haha. Cheerios short.
Haha, funny. Haha, funny.
Haha, funny. Alright. Load.
Oh, starting with me right away.
Yee.
Then to start with, go ahead and strengthen this lamp. You just have to strengthen the glass on the outside.
She hands me an antique lamp. I sit down. I take a deep breath, holding the lamp in both hands. Tosaka speaks so easily, but I'm rigid all over with tension. Even though I do it every night, the reality is that the success rate is below 0.1%. Tosaka says she'll study the extent of my strengthening to determine the level I'm at, but she won't be able to do even that if I fail the strengthening. That's no good. I shake off my idle thoughts. I concentrate my mind on the lamp. The blueprint of the lamp emerges. I could draw a diagram of the glass's material, shape, and even the flow of strength that would correspond to the blood vessels in humans. So all I have to do now is put my magical energy into those blood vessels. I just have to do as I always do. The feeling of driving a burning metal rod into my backbone. All I have to do is stick that incompatible burning nerve into my body and familiarize myself with it. Once that succeeds, all I have to do is pour the correct amount of magical energy for the glass and... Oh. I broke it. I must not have been able to control it, as I put more than the proper quantity of magical energy into it, and as a result, the glass breaks easily. I look up at Tosaka timidly.
As I thought. I thought this might be the case, but it really was.
No? What do you mean you thought so?
Isn't it obvious? I'm just dumbfounded by your lack of talent. First of all, you don't have the bases down. Jeez, I'm impressed you can produce magical energy with such a ridiculous method.
Tosaka, are you angry?
Of course! I'm amazed you kept training with such basic problems, and I even want to kill your teacher for not correcting you. Why are you taking such a long route?
I don't get what you're saying, but don't insult my father. It's my fault that I don't have any talent, so my father has nothing to do with it.
Of course he has something to do with this. If you take an apprentice, it's the role of the teacher to correct the student. Well, you're right that it does no good to take it on someone who's already gone, but still, your teacher got the first step wrong.
Still angry, Tosaka takes out some kind of can from her bag. It looks like a can of... Oh, Haku, thank you for the resub. Thank you.
Hakum Tupog, Curio U52,
Oh god, I have to hear this Texas speech.
U52, Color Humble 57, and EI
As it reads out all the
Hakum
emotes.
Curio U52, Burb, Curio U52, Color Humble 57,
You
and
fucking
EI
welcome.
Hakum
You broke the
Tupog,
chat.
Curio
Okay, cut off. It looks like a can filled with candy drops. Something foreign children, treasure. I've seen a lot of imitations in Japan as well. That thing that has several varieties of candy, and the white one being the mint.
Hold out your hand, Shiro.
Huh? I put out my hand. Tosaka shakes the can and takes out a reddish candy drop.
Alright, swallow that.
Uh-huh. I put it in my mouth as instructed. It's not sweet. No, it has no taste actually. And this feeling, it feels more like rock than candy. I forcibly swallow it down. Ouch! My throat hurts. What was that, Tosaka?
It's a jewel, of course. Couldn't you tell by looking at it?
Straightforwardly. Tosaka says something outrageous. Jewel? Why?
I can't help it. I prepared some medicine too, but that sort of thing won't work if I want to fix you. So I decided I just have to open the switch with the strongest one I have.
No, that's not the point. Why are you making me swallow a jewel? I can't digest something like that.
Hey now, if you're going to worry about things, you should be worrying about something else. It's not a normal jewel, you know. What I gave you just now is an enforcement tool that will let you find out what you didn't know up until now. It should start melting right about now, so be prepared or you'll faint.
Why are you telling me I'm gonna faint with... Just as I say that. The abnormality hits me. My body is burning. The feeling in my limbs go numb. A lump of heat that can only be described as pain enters my back. I have to concentrate my mind at my forehead and squeeze it, or I won't be able to stay standing. What is this? I know it. I know this feeling. This is a failure. This is the reaction that happens in my body when I fail to construct a magical circuit inside me.
It's alright. It must be painful, but it should gradually get better if you can maintain that condition. Well, the burning feeling will continue for about 2 or 3 weeks though.
I want to answer her back, but I don't have the energy to do so. All I can do is try with all my might to stay standing.
Okay, the difference between a magus and a human is whether they have a switch or not. You should know that the switch is the toggle for the magic circuit. See, there's an electrical pot that can boil water. A magus is just like that, and a normal person is a pot that can keep the water warm, but can't boil it.
I came.
Hi Bob, thanks for coming, how are you?
We are similar, but different. The question of whether one has the switch or not is beyond the grasp of an individual. When we are born, no, when we are made, we are separated into insulters and kettles. A person with the switch will never be able to experience magic.
I'm happy to hear you're doing good.
Alright, you're an amateur, but you definitely have a magic circuit.
Doom came in as still the first. How you doing, Doom?
So that means you have the talent. So if you can make the magic circuit within your body even once, all you have to do after that is to toggle the switch. You just have to press the switch and switch between on and off to produce magical energy.
Fate be going good. I calm my breathing. As Tosaka says, it seems the situation won't get any worse if I calm myself down.
You only have to make the magic circuit once, but you're trying to make the magic circuit from scratch and build it into you every time. That's just a waste. If you establish it in your body even once, All you have to do is to switch to it.
Yeah, everyone's doing good. Thank you.
Usually, a magist who establishes a magic circuit next receives training to switch it. But your teacher didn't do that. That's why you're building a magic circuit and risking death every time. No, maybe your father made the same mistake as well.
I breathe out. The feelings in my limbs slowly return.
As you've trained the wrong way for a long time, your switch is closed. If that's the case, all we have to do is open it by force and make your body understand that there is a switch. See? The jewel just now is something that forces the switch to turn on, so you'll be like that forever. If you want to return to your original state, you'll have to turn it off with your own power.
Take a shot every time Hime says switch this episode.
If you can do
Switch to
that,
the switch.
we won't need the jewel's help anymore. After that, you should be able to handle the magic circuit with a simple mental operation. Did I mention the switch?
I get that, but can I do anything about the heat in my body? She talks about the switch, but what am I supposed to do?
What? You can speak already? You're good at controlling yourself. Then maybe you can return to your normal state rather quickly. The switch will automatically turn off as your body tries to calm down, and tries to get comfortable again. All you have to do is hasten the process with your will. See? It's easy, right?
No, like I said, I don't understand at all. You say a switch, but I don't feel anything like that.
It'll be like that now, but you should be able to get a clear image eventually. It'll be like a button in your head, so all you have to do is switch it on, and you'll be able to open the magic circuit easily.
I think you may need to switch it once or twice. I hope so. I just feel really sick right now.
I assume so. You always shut your magic circuit after you used your strengthening magic, right? It's the opposite right now, and your magic circuit is open the whole time. It's like running full speed all the time, so it's naturally painful. But that's the essential requirement to be a magus. If you're going to fight as a master, toggling the switch will surely help you out.
You know, it was a surprise, but I'm thanking you. You're right. If I can feel the switch thing, it will certainly be a bonus.
You understand pretty well, but there's no need to thank me. I'm just helping you because I'm in trouble if the person I'm cooperating with is weak.
No, Bob says he's taking a shot. No, don't take a shot every time we say switch, please. Osaka looks away.
Baka.
It must be because my body is burning. Blankly, I think that the embarrassed Tosaka is cute.
What? What are you staring at my face for?
Nothing. I just thought you were being honest. You're not honest.
I see. You must have excess energy if you're able to say such things. I can continue teaching you if you have that much energy, right?
Tosaka approaches me smiling. Hold on. Hey, I can barely move my body right now.
So, try your strengthening again. You shouldn't be able to control your magical energy right now, but you'll be of no use if you don't get used to that condition. It's alright. I brought lots of lamps. I don't know how many times you'll screw up, but I won't let you rest until you succeed in strengthening.
Smiling, she hands the lamp to me, still barely able to move. Whoa. This is like telling someone with a 40-degree fever to walk on a long tightrope.
Jeez. I didn't think I'd give up before you did.
Tosaka blames me with her glare. I'm sorry.
My predictions are too optimistic. I never thought you'd break all 30. Sorry, but that's it for today's training. There's nothing to use to measure your strengthening anymore.
But I did try. I tried hard with a body that's burning like I'm in a boiling kettle. I tried hard, but it's like that strengthening magic failed in spite of that. If it's just the glass breaking, you can fix it, right? You fixed the broken glass window before.
It's impossible. That was something that broke normally. This broke because it couldn't endure your magical energy. Remember that it's hard to affect something that carries the magical energy of another.
I see.
Yeah, don't worry and go rest. I'll call it enough to have turned your switch on today. I'll teach you the rest when you're able to control it.
Phew. I'm glad I can rest, but what will you teach me after this?
You can only use strengthening, right? You said that's all you can use. So then, you might be able to take it up to the next level and use transformation. Have you ever been taught about strengthening, transformation, and projection magic?
A little. Strengthening is used to strengthen something, as the word suggests. People tend to think of strengthening as a hardening something, but it actually strengthens the object's effect. For example, swords will become sharper and lamps will become brighter. I don't think I need to explain too much for transformation either. For example, you can't create a fire with an edged weapon. That which attaches abilities beyond the normal effects is called transformation. And projection, I think, was... What was projection, Tosaka? I remember my father talking about it often.
You know about strengthening and transformation, right? Then I would think you naturally know what projection is. Well, in short, it's magic that reproduces something. It's not magic that elaborates on something that's already there. Basically, it's magic that constructs something from nothing, so it's the hardest. Oh, but magical energy is used only once, right? So something made with projection disappears quickly. Comparing a projected sword made with 10 magical energy and a strengthened sword with 1 magical energy, the strengthened one is stronger. You only need to work on something that's already there, so strengthening is more efficient. In that light, projection uses too much magical energy, so it's not a magic that's widely used.
Oh, I remember. I think my father was saying something like that. He said something about not doing it because it wasn't worth it.
That's it! Alright, let's finish up if you're done asking questions. You seem rather unsteady, so I'll at least take you to your room.
I let her accompany me back to my room. And Saber is waiting for me at the doorway. Chiwu.
Chiru?
And she's dead.
No.
And she's dead. One moment.
No worries. We can just pretend this is just Saber, like, awkwardly staring at us, not saying anything.
Because you were cheating.
Like, where the fuck were you?
Pouring all his magic into his lamp.
Switch.
Have even less magic than usual. What have you been up to?
I need you to replenish my mana.
I heard lots of talks about switches in the other room.
We know the perfect switch here.
Wow.
So, those of you that have not played or are not in the Fate fandom, do you have any guesses on who's who in regards to like the heroes of the past? I know them also.
Same.
I can't say shit then.
I also know them all.
No.
Just waiting for her to talk while you while she
No.
glares at you.
I pressed on a bind in Minesweeper.
You're playing Minesweeper?
Yeah.
I don't know how
'cause
to
it's
play
like-
Minesweeper.
You don't know how to play it?
Like, I used to play it all the time on the computers when I was in school, but I never actually learned how to play the game.
Oh,
I would
so
just
the
click
numbers
randomly.
refer to-
Hard.
Yeah, the numbers refer to how many bombs are next to it. So that would be the
Mm.
corners and the sides.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
It's like a game that I can like quickly not play when if I ever get called. I don't know if it's gonna happen today.
True.
It's the gambles. I love it.
Is there actually 100% way to win?
I may have fallen asleep.
Oh. It's okay.
Alright, you're good, girl.
Alright.
You're fine.
You're good.
That's why I'm playing Minesweeper.
We just took this as Saber just staring at us silently and judging us.
Wondering-
Judging.
For being
She
gone
fell
for so
asleep while
long.
standing.
Yeah, we were wondering why she's sitting there wondering why she heard the word switch so many times from the other room.
It's beautiful mind stuff. She's like doing all the math in her head. Like,
Her expression has not changed. She hasn't blinked at all.
she's
Well
staring.
done, both of you.
I don't even have the energy to respond. I answer with just a nod and enter my room. Wow, she's angry. Oh.
How is Shio, Ben?
Bad. He's really bad. He doesn't have the talent.
It's a merciless statement, just like Tosaka. Ooh. And then when I notice, I'm looking up at the night sky. Tonight I didn't run away because I felt uneasy about Saber. I'm just feeling the night wind, finding my burning body and the things Tosaka taught me impossible to manage. But once I'm able to use this switch thing, then the problem is only the procedure. I'm worried about the future. If I'm failing so much that the easiest magic of strengthening. At the easiest magic. Wow, I can't speak today. I remember and start to put my magical energy into the plank I brought out from the shed. A cracking sound. The strengthening failed as I expected, and the wood has a crack in it. I can even see the structure inside of it. So why can't I control my magical energy? Tosaka said I'm straining too much. He also said it's fine with just a small amount of magical energy. So I should just think about enforcing the weak spots in the object. In short, does she mean I should ease up a bit? I already know that without having to have her tell me that. The problem is I don't have any way to ease up. It would be great if there was some good way to relax in. Footsteps that seem to seep into the night. This presence rudely approaches me for the second time. What? I don't have any business with you. Oh. It's the return of Dish.
It's Dishy.
Okay. What? I
Oh,
don't
it's
have
the
any
second
business.
line, sorry.
Oh, whoops.
You're okay.
I feel the same way, but it seems Rin is worried about you, so I could not overlook it.
I throw the plank away, glaring at Archer. And then, Archer picks up the plank as if he's interested in it.
Strengthening magic, huh? But it sure is badly done.
Huh? No, I'm just an amateur. I feel bad for putting extra work on your master.
No, that's not it. Even Rin is mistaken on this matter.
Huh? What do you mean by...
Work on something that is already there? That's aiming too high. You're not skilled enough to do such a thing.
What? He's saying what he likes when I'm letting him, but he is so correct. I can't answer. It's true that I'm unskilled and it's my fault that I cannot succeed at the magic. It's no good taking it out on this guy.
What? You don't have the energy you did last night?
Shut up. I just stopped talking because you were right. It's all my fault for not being skilled enough. I look away. I don't know how he took it.
Maybe you are unlucky with your teachers, in a way.
Archer says so as if he's amazed. That can't be true. My father and Tosaka are good at teaching, so it must be me that's a bad student.
That is why, for you, a magus that doesn't know anything about anything would suit you better. A genius cannot understand the agony of an ordinary person. Rin is too good a student to realize the mistakes of a dropout.
I don't get what Archer wants to say. I don't get it, but to guess from his words. I don't get it, but I think you're looking for a fight. I'll take it right now, free of charge.
That is a mistake as well. Emiya Shuro. It's not fit for fighting. Because your fight is supposed to be a mental fight. A fight with your own self.
So what you're saying, you're saying that a fight between magi is a mental fight, right? I already know that. But still, a fight has to be an exchange of blows.
Jeez, Saber will be in trouble if you're like that.
Archer looks down at me seriously. In his eyes are things I haven't seen before. Real dejection and anger.
Listen carefully, because I will only say this once. Look, Emiyashiro has no chance of winning if it comes to fighting. None of your skill will be of any use against a servant.
That's something Saber said to me. She said that no matter what kind of clever scheme I use, Emiyashiro has no chance of victory in battle.
In that case, at least imagine it. If it is an opponent you cannot match in real life, beat it in your imagination. If you cannot beat it in yourself, imagine something that you could even beat it with. After all, that is the only thing you can do.
What? I don't know why, but it feels like Archer's words naturally pass into me. I should not forget those words. I think that's what this man is, I think that what this man is saying is something that should never be forgotten. Jokes on you, I already forgot it.
There is something wrong with me advising someone I need to kill. I guess the kindness of Rin has transferred to me.
Archer disappears suddenly. Archer was just supposed to keep watch. I bet he jumped back onto the roof where he's fit for keeping watch. What's with him? I complain at the guy that disappeared. There's no reply. Ruminating on the words that linger horribly in my head, I feel the cold winter air on my burning body. I'm dreaming. It must be because my blood is hot and my body is pulsing. I am reliving the scene I do not need to remember. It's my oldest memory. At the same time, it is a memory that can't be separated from me. A scene from 10 years ago that never goes away, even though I usually never recall it. It's not that I forgot it. It's not that I want to forget it. For me, it is just something that has already happened. So it's not something I feel pain over. It's not something I feel particularly angry about. What's past is past. I cannot redo it nor go back to it. I have escaped from it. I have escaped from that scene and continue to live. All I can do is look forward. No one told me to. I just vaguely thought like this ever since I was a child. Not forgetting or denying the past. The only way to make use of what has gone away is acknowledging it. I wake up because of the burning heat in my body. I guess I fell asleep while feeling the night wind without returning to my room. In the dim shed, there's me and... Saber?
Hiru?
Did she fall back asleep?
You've awakened. Yeah. Do not mind you escaping out of your room, but it is slovenly for you to sleep there.
Oh, morning. Well, it was hot last night. I went outside, so I guess I fell asleep then.
I can tell. Please do not worry about excuses, but take more care next time. My position will be in question if my master sleeps in a place like this.
Sorry. I'll try to sleep in my room as much as possible from now on.
If you understand, I am glad. By the way, Shiro, Taiga has been calling for you.
Fujini? What would she want for me? What does she want? What would she want me for? God, I cannot speak today.
Must be about breakfast. It is already past time for breakfast.
Yeah? Whoa! It's already past 7? Damn, I overslept.
It seems so. It is unusual for you to wake up last. Renner's training last night must have tired you quite a lot.
Saber analyzes the situation calmly. But I don't have that much composure. Sorry for making you wake me up. But could you go back first? I'll change and head for the kitchen too.
Yes. I shall try to calm Taiga down as much as possible.
Saber leaves with calm footsteps. But calm down Fujini? Saber has already adapted quite well to the mornings at her house. I run into the kitchen. Ignoring Fujini's vilification. Prepare breakfast in about 5 minutes. Sorry to keep you waiting. There isn't much time till school starts, so eat quickly. I put the breakfast on the table.
What?
And then...
What is this?
Fujini explodes.
What is this? There's only a toast. Shiro, why is this the only thing for breakfast?
Hey now, I slept in, so it can't be helped. There's no time to make anything else. Anyways, a meal with bread is basically just this. We're just missing salad and egg, so there's not much difference.
Of course there's a difference. Don't the rest of you think so too?
Fujini asks Tosaka and Saber, who are eating silently. But she shouldn't be so optimistic. Those two aren't as greedy as Fujini is. They won't agree with her. Oh.
You're right. I'm not Fujimori-sensei, but I cannot forgive such laziness. I can only consider this as an insult to the bread.
Hey, hold on. I thought you don't usually eat breakfast.
Huh.
Whoa, what was that why was that sigh my god. Whoa, what was that sigh that sounded like obvious disappointment? Did your character change, Saber?
See, everyone agrees Shiro is the one at fault. It's decided by majority rule, so go and make a proper breakfast when you've repented your actions.
I can't follow such an unfair match. First of all, you'll all be late if I make something now. It's already 7:30. You won't make it in time unless you run while eating, so I suggest you give up on that idea.
It's fine. If I have to choose between being late and being hungry, I'll choose breakfast.
Don't do that! What teacher in the world would do that? It's fine, so eat and go to school quickly. I'll tell you this, but I won't be cooking any breakfast other than this.
Geez, you're diligent in the weirdest places. If you keep talking like an old man, you'll become really old quickly.
You don't need to tell me. I already have the taste of an old man because of you, Fujini. So saying, I start eating my toast. Well, it's true. There is something desolate about having only toast for breakfast when there's this many people. The sounds of the Shinai's echo. The substance of the fight is the same as always. I attack desperately while Saber blocks my blows and easily counters with an attack as sharp as mine. Twice as sharp as mine. I manage to block it, attack even stronger, and lose. You're repeating the same match over and over. I stand still and breathe deeply. Wiping the sweat off my forehead with my arm, I calm my breathing.
What are you resting for? You wouldn't have given up at this point yesterday. Here, come attack me.
No! Hold on. I need to catch my breath and rest. Let's rest a bit.
What are you saying? If you will not attack, I will just attack. You do not mind that?
Saber stares at her bad student. But I cannot move my body to my satisfaction, even if she looks at me that way.
What has gotten into you, Shiro? You're like a different person from yesterday. Your blows that come up straight from me were the only things that amazed me. But I do not feel any power from you this morning.
I know that myself, but I just can't do too well. Well, the situation is too different from yesterday.
Is the heat in your body still present, but is no good in your performance? But it is no good if your performance decreases. Your performance decreases just because of that. Please cool down a bit and calm your mind.
No. Before that, do something about that thing. I point to the observer by the wall.
What? Don't mind me. And just continue your training.
Tosaka doesn't understand at all. When she's staring at me like that, I can't concentrate on fighting with Saber.
You are worried about it. That proves even more that your lack of training. I understand. In that case, I will make it so that you will not worry about observers.
Whoa! Hold on, Saber, my breath isn't...
There is no problem. You should face such a problem during battle.
Saber disappears from my view. The instant I realize this is bad and block my face, Saber's Shinai hits me right on the head. And I die.
Bad end.
That's what you get for looking at other women.
Apparently. So the training this morning was severe. I wasn't worried about Tosaka watching after I got knocked out once, as I devoted myself to blocking Saber's blows. It was lunchtime before I knew it.
But man, Saber really is calm. You didn't even twitch your brow during the whole 3 hours you fought with Shiro. You don't talk much normally, but it's even more true when you're in battle. It feels like you're a machine or something.
Tosaka is in a good mood. I think because she saw me getting beat around a lot. The two are in the living room resting. As for me, I'm preparing lunch by myself as a punishment for not being serious this morning. Jeez. I want to cut corners and finish quickly by making something like white noodles.
Machine-like? I see. I have never been conscious of it. But I may be turning off my emotions while I wield a sword. It must be the same even in training.
Could that be in preparation for holding a sword even though you're a girl? Like, not losing in spirit because you're inferior in physique?
That is incorrect, Rin. Being calm is part of readiness for battle. But that should be no different for a man or a woman. Even you should shut down your emotions during battle. You're the kind who is able to.
You're pretty direct. Well, it's true though. But yours is definitely different from mine. I only shut down my generosity. I can't be as objective as you are.
It seems so. That must be why you're so gorgeous. You keep the elegance of a woman even during battle.
What? Is that sarcasm? I can't beat you in gorgeousness. I'll admit it since Shiro is way over there. But I was fascinated by your beauty when I first saw you.
Ayo? No, I can hear you, Tosaka.
You must have misunderstood. If my figure looked gorgeous, it must be my class of Saber looked gorgeous.
It's gonna turn to Yuri.
That's not it. I just felt like I've lost as a woman. I wouldn't have been so shocked otherwise.
I am saying that you are mistaken. I've never thought of myself as a woman. I have never been treated as one. It cannot be true that I am gorgeous.
Saber's comment stops the conversation. As I use the kitchen knife, I feel irritated by Saber's comment. I've been wondering for a while, but just what does she think she is? I take a big swing of the chicken meat. For some reason, I'm getting annoyed. I thought those oven mitts were underwear on the left. I don't know why.
I never thought of myself as a woman.
It's none of my business. I strike hard at the cutting board with my knife. But doing so doesn't make me feel even one bit better.
These are today's tasks. We've got more than yesterday, and you seem calmer today, so you should succeed.
I don't know how she brought them here, but Tosaka brings out about 40 lamps.
I'm going outside. I'll be back in a while, so finish up by then.
Saying goodbye, Tosaka leaves the room. Well, yesterday night was bad, so I should at least succeed 1 or 2 tonight. Phew. Half done for now. It took me 1 hour to try strengthening on about 20 lamps. Half of them broke, and the other half showed no change. But out of the ones that didn't break, 5 of them had magical energy successfully channeled into them. All I have to do now is challenge the 20 that are left, but... Hold on. Maybe 5 is enough as a test? It seems like all the lamps are antiques. I feel bad about breaking any more of them. Yeah, I should... Ooh. Save. I should save. What should I do? What should I do? Let's try and wait quietly. No, I'll stay here obediently. Tosaka must have gone outside for a reason, so I should handle the part assigned to me. Right. After yesterday's mistakes, I should succeed as many as possible today. I face the lamps with renewed spirit. There's 20 more left. I should finish them up before Tosaka gets back. I'm just gonna quickly change something on my stream that's making... Or just something on Discord. There we go. It's 2 o'clock. There's no sign of Tosaka returning, and I did diligently finish the task assigned to me. Oh, phone call. The phone is ringing far away. It's the living room. Tosaka is... Wait. It's a call on my place, so she shouldn't answer it. I don't think it's important, but I can't just ignore it. I get up and head to the living room to pick up the phone. There's no one in the living room. Saber and Tosaka must be somewhere else, like in the yard. Yes, this is Emiya. Who is that? Oh, oh, it's Shinji. Okay, go for it, Dish.
It's that says the soon part, right?
The second line. Hey, Emiya.
Oh. Hey, Emiya, it seems you're absent again today. Are you sick or something?
As soon as I pick up, I hear Shinji's voice mixed with hidden laughter. Shinji? Do you want something? I don't think there's anything to talk about. Thank you for the lurk, Obo.
Don't be angry. I just called to tell you something.
Tell me something.
Yeah, there's something I wanted to tell you, but you never came to school. I don't want to wait any longer, and I can't stand it. So I contacted you. So, is Tosako there?
Shinji's tone is strange. I can't tell much just from his voice, but he sounds like he's really excited about or pressured. I can hear students in the background, so he must still be at school. It's past 2. Must be break time right now after the 5th period.
Hey, I'm asking you, Emiya. Is Tosaka there or not?
I don't like the sound of this. She's not here right now. She's gone at the moment.
Oh, that's great. I wanted to thank you between us. To talk just between us. I'll tell you. Something good. So come to school now. Keep it a secret from Tosaka. Of course.
I don't know how to answer. Shinji is acting strange. And anyway, we're already talking. There's no need to go to school, and going anywhere without telling Tosaka would mean betraying her. No, I'm sorry, but I can't go to school. If you have some business with me, wait until next week. I'll go back to school after the weekend.
Huh. What are you being so selfish for? That's too late. I just told you I can't wait any longer.
Shinji screams at me. He must be excited as I can hear his heavy breathing even over the phone.
I guess you're thinking a bit, but you're right. There's no way you come by yourself now. This call sounds too strange no matter how you take it. I guess even you found it strange.
Completely changing, he laughs. Hold on, calm down. You're acting weird. I don't know what happened, but...
Don't lie, Emiya. It's Tosaka. She would have told you everything. You don't have to hide it. You're right. You're Saber's master. That means you're a better murderer than I am.
Shinji sounds cheerful. I've known him for 5 years now, but I've never seen him this high. Shinji, you...
Anyway, I'll be waiting at school. Hurry up, Emir. You should make it in time for the 6th period if you leave now. It's Fujimi-ra's class, so there won't be a problem if you're late.
No. Even Fujini would get mad if I was late. And if I go there for only the 6th period, I get the feeling I'll be scolded more than if I skip the whole day.
That's your own fault. Oh, and if you tell Tosaka, I'll really end our friendship. I'll let you go about Sakura until now. You can at least fulfill your duty as a friend in the end, right?
Conversation ends there. The phone is repeating a boring beeping sound. What's with him? But what should I do? I haven't been able to find Tosaka in the house, and if I'm going to school, I can't take Saber. Still, I'm worried what Shinji will do if I refuse his invitation. He seemed distraught after being refused by Tosaka last night, and he might hit Sakura again if I leave him be. Right. It's still light out, so there should be no problems. If that's decided, I should hurry. I'll make it for 6th period if I run. There's no one at the school gates. As it's class time, it looks from the outside like the school is empty. There must not be any PE classes at the moment, as nobody is out in the yard either. Well, this will all change in a little while. School's over when 6th period ends. The schoolyard and the gate should be filled with students. I don't like the look of this. I reach the 3rd floor. Of course, the hallway is empty as well. Class is in session, and it feels a bit awkward walking to Class C like this. Well, it's not like I'm completely visible, so let's hurry to the classroom. Class C is down the hallway. This class by the stairs is Class H, so I'll have to walk past 5 classes to get there. The dizziness hits me suddenly. It attacks my whole body with nausea. Is that a death flag? My stomach crawls around. My senses are reversed. My vision is filled with crimson. As if blood has seeped into my eyes, everything in my vision tints red. Temperature hasn't changed, but my body is strangely hot. What is this? My feet tremble. I can't put any power into my body. I'm weakening like an hourglass, unable to stop it. It's as if I'm breathing out my insides with every breath. I'm suffocating. My throat hurts. Could it be that the oxygen has disappeared from the hallway? No, from the whole school? As if urged by my gasping lungs, I lean against the wall and open up the window unconsciously. What? My mind freezes. The scale of the situation erases even my confusion. Outside the window, around the schoolyard is a field of red. It's as if the school is cut out, surrounded by a red world. The school building is an altar covered by a red canopy. And with that, finally, I understand that this is that kind of a thing. I move away from the window, holding my wobbling legs firm with my will. I enter the classroom in front of me. Inside is the result. There are no students sitting in their chairs. All the students are on the floor, and the teacher that was probably standing on the platform is lying on the ground as well. They are still breathing. Everyone is convulsing as if asking for help. There are no fatalities yet. It's just that they don't have the power to stand up, so they'll soon rot away. Seeing their miserable condition on the floor. Damn. I add them to the wreckage from long ago. My nausea gets stronger, but I deal with it calmly. I observe the students on the floor. Even though it's hard to breathe, it doesn't mean they can't breathe. If they are only weakened, I can still save them if I hurry. In the instant I check the face of a student nearby, a sound goes click inside my head. Skin! It's melting. Not everyone, though. There must be individual differences, as most of the weakened students are starting to have their skin melt away. Oozing. Inflamed arms like keloid, and eyes that look like that of a dead fish. Oh, this is fucking nasty, describing words. I know this. I know a scene like this. Stop. This is just hell. I know it from a long time ago. So stop. And so, eclipsing fear, anger overtakes my body. My left arm throbs. The command spell in my hand tells me an enemy is nearby. I run, still breathing hard. My mind has already gone insane. And that would be Shinji.
Hey, Emiya. Thank God you look better than I thought. How is it? You like this idea?
Across the hallway, Maoto Shinji is standing right in front of Class C. My arm throbs. The command spell tells me the man standing there is the cause of this. This is your doing, Shinji? Unable to breathe properly, I stand there and glare at Shinji's distant figure. He must really like how I'm acting. Shinji spreads his arm exaggeratedly and laughs aloud in the red hallway.
That's right. I knew you were here, so I quickly activated the boundary field. I had trouble getting the right timing, you know. You'd have run away if I did it too early, and we'd have met up if I did it too late. As for me, I wanted to see you go pale. So I didn't want to make this too simple.
I see. So you were lying about having something to talk about.
Talk? That starts now. I have to show Tosaka which one of us is superior. And I also have to apologize for lying to you. See, I didn't tell you, but I'm the one that set up the boundary field at school.
Shinji laughs cheerfully. That makes me realize from the bottom of my heart.
Huh. You're not as surprised as I thought you'd be. What? I told you that the boundary field wasn't mine, but I guess you didn't believe me. That's great. That means for once, even you didn't believe someone.
His laugh drills into my skull. I'll make this clear, but I'm surprised enough. I was only prepared for the discovery that the master who constructed the boundary field was either Shinji or this other master. That's all. This is the result of the optimistic view. Back then, as soon as I figured out Shinji was a master, I should have settled this matter. So this is my mistake. Shinji, why did you set up something like this? Were you lying when you said you had no intention of fighting?
Nope. It's true, isn't it? I didn't intend to activate it either. This was only for negotiation. If I set a bomb, Tosaka won't attack me so readily. And it can be a trump card in case something happens.
I see, but Tosaka said the boundary field needed a few more days. Preparation. Was her estimate wrong? Thank you for throwing shit at me, Doom. I appreciate it. And thank you for the water.
I knew she'd think like that. The boundary field is not complete, but its shape is already there. You know, there's no problem just activating.
Monster check.
Well, the effect is lower because of that. It should take at least a few more minutes to kill anyone.
Stop. The nausea has already gone away. I say so staring directly at Shinji.
Stop? Stop what? I didn't tell you. Don't tell me you're telling me to stop this boundary field. That's be such a waste. I can't just stop something I've already started.
Stop. Do you know what you're doing?
You're annoying me. Are you ordering me around? This is my power. The only one who can decide wherever or not to stop it is me. And if you want it stopped, isn't it logical to at least kneel and beg to me? Jeez. You and Fujimura, you guys don't know your position.
Hey, what about Fujini?
Huh? Oh, Fujimura? She could move pretty well after I activated this boundary field. Everyone else was falling to the ground, but she was still wobbling, you know. And she came to me, still upright, and told me to call for an ambulance. It's amazing. Wouldn't you say she's a model teacher? But I shouldn't call for something like that. And I don't even want to. That Bajimira kept clinging to me, and it got so annoying. So I kicked her, and she ended up not moving at all. In that state, I think she'll die first.
I've switched over completely. Tosaka said something about pushing a switch in my head, but it's not like that. Clang. A hamster strikes in my head, or a hamster. A hammer strikes in my head in the inside of my
Goddamn
body.
hamsters in your head.
Yes. Inside of my body completely changes. This is your last warning. Stop the boundary field, Shinji.
You don't get it, do you? The more you ask me, the less I feel like stopping the boundary field. If you dislike it so much, why don't you stop me by force?
I see. Then it's simple. So basically, I need to stop him before I can stop this boundary field. My body leaps. My body is burning like a fire. There's less than 20 meters between me and Shinji. For me right now, that will only take an instant. My body is full of energy, vastly higher than when I have a magic circuit inserted in me.
You really are stupid.
The shadow wiggles. The shadow settled in the corner of the hallway starts to take form and move. Sharp edge made of black. Like a guillotine to cut anything that approaches Shinji. I don't know what kind of magic it is. There are 3 shadows. With that number. This seems important. There's no need to stop. There's no need to stop. No matter how strong it may be, it's useless if it can't hit me. The 3 sharp edges approach me. You're the stupid one, Shinji! An attack like this is easily avoidable compared to Saber's attack.
What?
I passed through the opening between the 3 shadows. I felt no threat in the shadows. So there's no problem. Saber has taught me that if it doesn't make me sense death, I should not hesitate. Shinji! I close in on him. There's no shadows to protect him. A few more steps. If I close 3 more meters, I can.
Stop! Don't come near me!
Shinji runs away. The instant I reach out to his back, I feel a chill run through my whole body, and I quickly withdraw my extended arm. Something cuts through the air. A sharp black edge cuts through the space I was in a moment ago. I stop. I don't know where it came from, but in front of me is a woman in black who makes even the red seem faint. My mind stops in fear. I'll be killed. I don't want to think about it, but an image of my head being ripped off pops into my head. This is a sense of death that the previous shadows can't even compare to.
Good, Ryder. Don't restrain yourself. You can do what you like with him.
Ryder's figure becomes vague. Damn, all these fucking choices. Beat her before I get beaten? I have no chance of winning against the servant. I'll certainly be killed if I fight. So all I can do is beat Shinji before that and make Ryder retreat. I kicked the floor, not being pushed back by Ryder's pressure. There's only 6 meters to Shinji. If I can avoid Ryder even once, I'll be able to run and get Shinji. The servant in black stands in my way. I concentrate my senses to her every move so I can react to any attack. Her target is my left side. Her left fist made a small motion. I managed to dodge her first attack, go through the space between Ryder and the wall, and run towards Shinji. Her figure disappears. My plan to go through the opening is meaningless. Ryder's figure disappeared from my view in an instant, and in front of me is an open path. This is bad. I have to stop myself. I screwed up. Saber told me that many times, but I still did not get it. I can't go forward. I can't face Ryder. Even if it's just one blow, I shouldn't have made a plan that required me to dodge a blow. An impact from behind me. Ryder sticking to the ceiling like a spider stabs my afterbrain with a blow following a crescent attack. Crescent track. Air leaks out from my neck. The movement of Ryder's arm was really beautiful. It had grace as if it was touching a daffodil. With a movement of fingers that would not cause even a ripple in water. She has taken away my life.
I swear.
I chose the wrong thing.
You're just like a specimen, pierced from behind, like that. I have gone easy on him.
Oh,
I
no,
believe you can
that's Ryder,
oh,
sorry. I
whoops.
think that's you, Anne. I believe.
Okay, I couldn't tell. I have gone easy on him. I believe he can still be saved if you heal him.
Hey, what are you doing? Making choices of your own. Who said to go easy on him? Jeez. Servants shouldn't just give opinions to their master.
My blood flows out. No matter how much I move my lungs, I can't breathe in and my throat only wheezes.
And you have no intention of saving this person?
Nope. First of all, I can't use any healing magic. He's just going to die. So let him be at ease.
I understand. I shall not melt him in my boundary field. I shall quench my thirst directly.
A heavy metallic sound echoes. My body is lifted a little. She is staring at my bloody neck. The servant in black opens her mouth delicately and... Oh, what the fuck? Bites into my neck as if kissing it. My blood is being sucked. My already scarce blood is being sucked up by Ryder, not leaving a drop. My mind starts to fade. This blood sucking is like a... Oh no! Don't come to that. I feel no pain, as if being slowly melted away by Spider's poison eye. Death flag. No! It's Tiger Dojo time, everyone.
Damn, you got killed by a vampire.
Let's go to the Tiger Dojo.
Ryder did that.
Let's go to Tiger Dojo.
Good evening. This is the hit corner that supports all of you who want to die instantly. The Tiger Dojo.
I'm the senior student Ilya.
The main storyline is almost up to the middle stage. Oni-chan is happy that Shiro is willing to fight. This choice is troublesome. Were you really listening to Saber-chan's advice?
Of course not. Saber and Rin's explanations are too long. I found it too annoying, so I skipped the entire training scene.
I love how this is just breaking the fourth wall. Hi, Tristan. It's going good. How are you?
You stupid student.
I see you stupid.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just a small lie.
Thank you for the holy water.
Please, look, unless you're in a lot of danger, avoid fighting a servant head-on. There'll be a chance if you keep holding on. You should be patient for now.
Oh, never mind.
Let's do. I understand.
Wait. I can't read the fucking text again. Oh, there we go.
Who's that?
That's you.
There'll be a chance if you keep holding on. You should be patient for now and let your opponent do as they wish.
If your line cuts off, I'll just go to there.
Sounds good.
Wait, what the fuck?
Wait, where'd it go?
It's called a tiger snap, isn't that?
It was in there. So the line that you were reading was the previous one.
Oh, okay.
So that was Anne, and then it was Osu, and that
Oh, okay, there you
yeah,
go.
that one's a Mumu.
No, this
it-
one's this one's Anne.
Well, isn't it, no, scroll up real quick.
I think I got it.
Yeah, I get how it
Well,
works.
well, no, scroll up because there's a part. Yeah, see, scroll down to Osu. By the way, we didn't read that.
Oh,
By the
okay.
way, you pushed it. Yeah.
Go for that, Amumu.
By the way, you push a stamp or something every time we come to this dojo. What is it?
And then here's Anne.
That's called a tiger stamp. If you collect them, you'll feel good, and they're also a good way to see how much of the game you've completed already.
And let's see you again.
And if you collect them all,
And
your screen will be filled with paws.
perfect world.
Well, I'm gonna do this so you can see your line.
No, you have to click the. You have to click.
You
the
have to
next-
go
Oh.
forward before it
Yeah.
shows up in history.
History, yeah.
God, this sucks.
yeah,
Alright.
Okay, yeah, that's me. So I can't be held responsible even if you go through lots of trouble to collect them. So I'll be waiting at the next Tiger Dojo.
We'll be waiting.
Well, shit. Good thing we saved.
And let the servant do whatever you want. Just keep feeding the vampire while everybody gets there.
So how do you
Oh,
see the
what?
ending? Is
Oh,
it
well.
Here? It is, okay. We only have
Need
2.
more.
Oh, we missed one and 2. We missed some deaths.
Well, remember I had to restart.
Oh, yeah.
That's why.
I know we should have +1 of them. The other one he got correct.
Hmm. Well, we can go get a second one right now if I do this. But there's no real point in getting them all. It's fine. We'll just get them as we go. But we know we're
You
halfway.
can do that
through.
off screen.
Yeah. I can't match her. I retreat instantly. Now is not a good time. I have to regroup and make the boundary field stop. After that... Oh. Just die anyways. God. I desperately retreat, not knowing what's going on. Hi, demon boy. My vision
You
turns
really are
white
gonna
from
feed
fear.
the vampire again.
I don't even know what I'm scared of. But I raise my hand, still not knowing what's going on, and block my neck. Oh, maybe I survived. Maybe not. A sharp object is thrust into my arm. The dull sound of that scrapes my bone and tells me I will be killed next. I run. Not the FBI! Why is it playing 2? That makes it better. Oh, that's why it plays 2. Because I have that one still.
Pizza time.
I don't even have time to turn on my back. I cover only my vitals with my hands and retreat desperately. The sound of cutting echoes through the hallway. With an annoying sound, the sharp object cuts my body apart. My vision is blocked by the spray of blood coming out of my body. Beyond it, is Ryder coming at me at a speed I can't even see. Ugh. Every time I get cut, a voice that doesn't seem like my own escapes my mouth. But I still continue desperately to retreat, saving my life from numerous fatal blows. I don't know what I don't know what I'm doing. My arm is blocking Ryder's dagger. My clothes are ripped apart and my flesh is as well. But it must still be working as a shield, as it desperately blocks the blows coming at my neck, forehead, and heart. Force of will is not there. My body reacts to Ryder's blow purely from not wanting to die. I'm already out of breath. I'm only running because I'm being hurled by the presence of death in front of me. I will just run out of strength, get caught, and die. That's why she told me. She told me not to fight against servants, and I would be no match for them. Even though I listened to her, what am I doing now? I have to catch Shinji quickly before and have him remove the boundary field. So what am I doing? Be you again, Dish.
What are you doing, Ryder? That's enough. Just kill him now. He won't be
Go
able
work
to
your
fight.
cringe 9 to 5.
Bissieri,
I'll
thank
be
you for the
gaming.
raid! Pizza time!
Pizza time.
How are you doing? How you doing? You're playing Minecraft? Ooh, whoa, oh, whoa. I hope you had a great time. Hello, Raiders. My name is Classy VT. I'm your local fallen angel here on the land of Twitch. I'm a variety streamer, but today I am playing through the Fate Stay Night visual novel with my good friends here. You should definitely check out all my amazing voice actors. Hello, Pizza Time, yes. How was Minecraft? Are you doing, like, survival or doing some creative stuff? Let me know, let me know, let me know. Shinji's voice is filled with triumph. Nodding, Ryder swings her dagger in a large arc. It's going good, I'm about to die, but it's fine. A blow directed at my head. I cannot dodge it. All I can do is stop hitting it. Stop it hitting a fatal point. I hit a bad end again. I was playing a mod pack called Rustic Waters 2. It's based off Subnautica. Ooh, cool! I need to get back into Minecraft at some point. The dagger stabs me in my shoulder, right below my collarbone. A loud metallic sound and the cluck of a tongue. Huh? What is this? The Ender Rider's dagger is breaking apart.
This is surprising. I cannot kill him with my dagger.
Ryder stops. In the instant that I consider how to make use of that opening. Oh, shit. Then die falling. Oh, no, that's you, sorry. I thought that was me.
And die falling.
I thought literally I just died doing that. I feel impact like being hit with a sledgehammer, and I'm knocked out the window. Wait, what?
I just yeeted you out of the building.
I only took a roundhouse kick to the stomach. But that blows my body away and I'm thrown out the window. It's the 3rd floor. I should die from a loss of blood even without anything. So falling from this height should finish me off. No, I should have died the moment I received the blow that flung me a few dozen meters. I reach out. Maybe I'm not falling yet, or it's just an illusion. My body is still in the air. Why? I reach out my arm as if to cling onto something. The sky is red. The school building is throbbing, as if it's the stomach of a living thing. Am I going to die overlooking something like this? Like this? Like this? Like this? Like this? Am I gonna die selfishly, unable to save anybody? I grit my teeth in vain. I cannot beat her. I cannot even be a match. I knew that, but I made a mistake. I don't care about the pain in my body. I'm just falling apart from the anger. This is the result of... I don't have a head pad, I'm sorry. My head pads don't work. Saying I can handle things by myself, and saying I won't let Saber fight. I was the stupid one. I cannot save anyone by myself. If I really wanted to end this war, there was just one thing to do from the beginning. Please clear my search history if I die. My family cannot know the depths of my degeneracy. He said it. If I am not to fight anybody, not kill anybody, or not let anyone kill, that if I realized I was wrong, I should decide what to correct and what to punish. I say punish, what the fuck? And so, on my arm reaching out, as if to grab the heavens, is the command spell waiting for my order. Save.
Isn't that your last spell?
Wait, you're right, isn't it? Yeah, because I used... Wait, no. I think that was, that was
Second
Rin.
to last, right?
I think so, because
Guess we'll find
Rin
out.
used to... Summon Saber. Please, come. I murmur as if praying. I don't care about my life, but only to stop the cause of this. No. I ordered you to come! Saber! With all my might, I call for my sword. No, don't come. A command spell disappears. And at the same moment, the winding occurs in space. Oh, what the fuck? It must have been sorcery. Because silver armor shoots forth from it, as if breaking through the ripple in space. Ah! I fall to the ground on my back. My breath stops. My organs will explode from the impact. A few of my ribs must have broken, or at least cracked. But still. My body did not break apart, and my bloody arms are still attached.
Shiro.
Saber runs towards me. Forcing my numb arms and legs, I manage to stand up to show her I'm alright. I don't have time to explain. You know the situation, right, Saber?
Hold on, Shiro. I understand, but first your body needs to...
Please, go get Ryder. Only you can beat her.
No, your teammate comes first. You will die like this.
That's wrong. There's something that needs to be done before that. Forget about me as if we have to beat Shinji and Ryder as quickly as possible. Nothing takes priority over that.
But that's...
Saber is stubbornly worried about my body. I would be lying if I said I wasn't happy about it. But we don't have time to argue. If Saber doesn't want to, I'll just have to use my second command spell. My determination must have got through to her. Saber accepts my decision.
I understand. Please give me another order, Master.
Defeat Ryder. I'll get Shinji. There's no hesitation in Saber now. She nods silently and runs towards the school building like the wind. I run up the stairs. Ryder and Shinji are on the 3rd floor. I can tell from the command spell's reaction that Shinji is still on the 3rd floor. The instant I get to the 3rd floor, sparks fly out. Ryder? I couldn't see it, but Saber must have seen Ryder attacking from above and deflected her attack.
Shiro, I will defeat Ryder here. Please take care of Ryder's master.
She doesn't need to tell me. Saber won't be beaten by Ryder. That's something I'm sure of from fighting Ryder, and knowing even a little about her power. Saber's power vastly exceeds that of Ryder. I'll leave it to you, but don't get too far. It'll all end if I stop Shinji. I pass Saber and run. Ryder's dagger instantly comes to kill me, and Saber attacks to deflect it along with Ryder. I run through the hallway. In front of me is Shinji, completely flustered. I guess I'm at a disadvantage barehanded. A long object that can serve as a weapon, like The mop in this locker. Trace on. I pass my magic energy through it as I run. Perhaps I don't have any other thoughts, or I don't have enough energy to do anything else. But I strengthen the plastic mop as naturally as breathing. The shadows move. Even though I'm hurt so badly, I don't feel any sluggishness in my body. And on top of that, I have a weapon now. So, I don't even need to dodge them now. I smack away the shadows attacking me using the mop. The mop breaks, but that's to be expected from a weapon so hurriedly constructed. And besides, there's no need for anything like that when I'm this close. Shinji!
Hi?
I was gonna say, I want you to try and imitate the noise he made, but that works. I punch him straight on. My slashed arm hurts so much that it almost knocks me unconscious.
Lol.
I punch Shinji in the stomach and drive him against the wall. Yo.
You?
Shinji reaches out to fling my arms off. I kick his arms away without hesitation. Even I can't control myself. I take the arm that I kicked it and ram it against the wall and break it. I don't like his face there. I can hear Shinji scream too clearly. Crap. I'll faint if I let my guard down. I have to hurry while my body can still move.
Huh?
I grab Shinji's hair and push him up against the wall. Scream later. Stop the boundary field right now, Shinji.
Who are you kidding? We could listen to your...
I take my other arm and grab his throat. Drips. The blood soaked into my clothes stains Shinji's body. Then, I'll just kill you before the boundary field. I don't care which it is. Make up your mind quickly. I put my power into the hand grabbing his throat. It must be because of the magical energy flowing through my body. I feel like I'd be able to break his neck.
Huh, you're lying. You wouldn't be able to do that. And I haven't killed anyone yet. I just had everyone share their life with.
Okay. Bye, Shinji. I tighten my grip. There's no hesitation. Just a little sympathy. It's because Shinji wasn't taught the basic rules of magi. That there's no problem with killing other magi.
Hold on. Alright, I lose. I'll stop the boundary field right now.
I loosen my grip on his throat.
Ha. Damn it. Hey, Ryder. Stop your blood for it. Your master's life is in danger.
There's no response from Ryder. But Saber takes a step back from Ryder with those words. Ryder lowers her dagger and moves her lips slightly.
This is okay, right? I guess the boundary field is special, so it seems it's hard to reconstruct the boundary field somewhere. She's already constructed one. I won't make another boundary field here, so let go.
Who would do that? Since I won, I'll have you obey me. Shinji, get rid of your command spells. Then we'll never have to fight again.
What? Don't be ridiculous. How can I do something like that? I won't be able to control Ryder if I lose my command spells. If that happens, I'll...
You won't be a master anymore, right? So you can just go to the church in Shinto. It seems it shelters masters who dropped out of the battles. Or what? Were you lying when you said you constructed this boundary field to protect yourself?
Didn't say that. I just thought that it became a master and worked with a servant.
Want to be able to be a magus? But what would be the point if he even became one? This is it, Shinji. If you won't get rid of your command spell, I'll have to cut that arm off.
Huh? Cut my arm off.
Shinji questions like it's a real mystery. He's not faking it. Seems he really doesn't understand what I'm saying. Well, it's...
Shiro, get away.
Saber's voice. Maybe it's the result of training of the dojo, but my body reacts to Saber's voice before my brain. I let go of Shinji and jump back. At the same time, Ryder's dagger swung through the space I used to occupy. Ryder!
Please stay back, Master. We shall retreat from here.
Please stay back, Shiro. Ryder intends to release all the magical energy she was using to maintain the boundary field.
Release her magical energy? Looking at Ryder, she certainly seems strange. Like the way she appeared here instantly when she was confronting Saber, and the chill she's releasing. Her pressure is much stronger now.
Ryder, what are you thinking? Don't do such of things. I mean, you can't even beat Emiya, a servant.
Yes, I certainly cannot match Saber. But please be rest assured, my noble phantasm exceeds those of other servants. No matter who the opponent is, they will not be able to stop my charge.
Ryder raises her dagger. What? Everyone here lets out a voice of surprise. For some reason, Ryder takes her dagger to her neck and... Oh. Slashes it in one breath. Fresh blood splatters around. Blood gushes out of her neck of the black-garbed Ryder. What are you... Even her oh, I think that was Shinji, whatever. Even her master Shinji is surprised by their actions. Even if servants are beyond human, that wound is fatal. Ryder will lose large amounts of blood and will just disappear. The splattered blood stops in the air and slowly forms a circle. It's a magic circle drawn in blood. A pattern I've never seen before. A creature-like figure that looks creepy. A big lump of magical energy created by Ryder. The boundary field Ryder was supporting until now seems small compared to this. What? My body's being pushed back. The huge amount of magical energy must be leaking. My body is pushed back as if blown by a strong wind.
Shiro, please get away. Ryder is about to use her noble phantasm. You'll be in the way if you stand there.
Saying so, Saber pulls my body away by force. Protecting me, Saber confronts Ryder's magic circle.
Are you planning to run? If you will involve your master in this as well, I will just defeat you here. I will not let you use that noble phantasm.
Of course not. It's the role of a servant to protect its master. I am just going to run, taking my master with me. If you do not like that, come after us, Saber. Well, that is if you still have the will to fight after seeing this.
I hear a throbbing. With a sound like flesh wrenching open, Ryder's hair whirls up and...
Shiro, please get down.
Dragged by Saber, I fall to the ground. A loud sound and a flash. I close my eyes at the raging wind. But even with my eyes closed, I'm forced to feel it. Something white passes by. I feel like something is blazing through the hallway at great speed, like a giant arrow of light. The scene in front of me is the remains of a cruel destruction. Shinji and Ryder have disappeared. The light just now wasn't aimed at us, but was probably just to escape from here. My wounds hurt. The firing hammer that was pulled inside me is released. The heat flowing through me quickly fades away.
Shiro.
I can't hear Saber's questions anymore. In that manner, my consciousness falls into white darkness. Damn. I'm having that dream. Maybe this is the image of death for me. The closer I get to death, the more the scene that I don't want to see revives in my head. A mountain of corpses. People crumbling away. A time when everyone wished for help, yet none received any. That was painful. It was so painful that even living was painful, and I thought I would be at ease if I just disappeared. With faint consciousness, I reach out for no reason. I didn't reach out seeking help. I just thought the sky was a long way away. In my last moments, that's what I thought. Thank you, Doom. And then my mind faded away, and the raised hand fell to the ground. No. It should have fallen to the ground. It should have fallen to the ground. Hey. A big hand grasped the falling hand. That person came into the fire to save anybody, and found me. I remember that face. A figure of a man with tears welling in his eyes, delighted from the bottom of his heart that he found someone alive. It was because he looked so happy. I even thought that he was the one that saved. I even thought he was the one that was saved, not me. So, looking inevitable, even in my dying eyes, the man saved an unfamiliar child as if thanking something. That was the turning point. My weakness accepting death turned into the strength of a desire to live. The mind that could not think of anybody or anything was filled with joy of being saved. I moved my fingers with all my might, so as not to let go of the man's hand, and lost consciousness. After that, I was in a hospital when I came to, and I received a visit from the man who saved me. That was 10 years ago. Since then, Emiya Shiro just chased after Kiritsugu. I could only think of becoming like him. Not because I was saved. I could not forget his face at that time, and I tried to acquire that illusion. I ran, aiming to be like that. Somewhere in my mind I didn't want to realize. That's right. That one day. Hoping about how much I would be saved if I could smile the way Kiritsugu did back then. When I open my eyes, I am in my familiar living room. The sound of the clock is awfully loud. I seem to be sleeping on the floor when I raise my arms. Both of them are wrapped up in bandages. It's dark outside. I push myself up. The clock says it's already past 10 p.m.
It's not. It's dark outside, you ingrate. Isn't there something you should say when you wake up?
So, Sokka, I didn't know you were here.
Don't say something like that. I was by your side nursing you all this time, and that's your attitude?
I see. I've done something bad. Sorry, my head's still not working. I can't think straight, but thanks. I owe you one again, Tosaka.
Well, it's fine since it's nothing important. You had such a bad wound, so I'm sure it's only natural for your mind to be hazy. So, does it hurt anywhere? It seems the external wounds have already healed, but I can't tell by your insides. We have to heal the wounds if there's anything wrong, right?
No, I just feel dull. It doesn't hurt anywhere. But I feel like I'm floating in the air. I don't know how I came to be here. I can't even remember what I was doing today. Tosaka, how's the school? What happened to me after that?
It's alright. You don't have to worry about them. Kirei went to follow up on the school. He'll handle the repairs on the hallway and take care of the aftermath, so you don't have to think about it. He's a priest, so he'll get divine punishment if he doesn't at least do that.
Him? Then the school's...
It didn't end up as a serious matter. Many students were taken to the hospital, but none of their lives is in danger. Everyone's being treated for malnutrition, but they only have to stay there for a few days.
See, that's... Great. The boundary field was stopped late, but that didn't mean I was too late. As soon as I relax, strength escapes my body. I take a deep breath and lean against the wall. Then, did Kotomine heal my body too? Even you can't heal such wounds, right?
What are you saying? You healed them yourself. It's just like with Berserker. Your ability is to close your wounds is excessive, but you don't know anything about it, right?
Of course not. I don't understand at all either. I had a normal body until I made the contract with Saber.
Maybe you just don't know. But could it be that your ancestors is a lizard?
Hey now, don't make such scary jokes with a straight face. This feels weird for me too. It's kind of like my body isn't my body.
I guess it's fine. Whatever the reason, you survived because of it. You've been saved twice already, so I guess turning into a lizard is an acceptable bargain.
Tosaka, do you enjoy making fun of a seriously injured person?
You mean someone who used to be seriously injured, right? Well, anyway, thanks, Saber. I don't know the reasoning behind it, but it's because of Saber that your body is like this.
Oh, that energizes my beaten up mind. The thing I have to do now. There are words I need to say to her. Asking for her help and being saved by her. I get up quickly. Moving causes pain throughout my body, but I can't worry about that. Tosaka, where's Saber?
He's in the dojo. I'm going to my room to get some stuff.
Tosaka heads over to the outbuilding with light steps. Ouch! My joints cry out in pain. I bear it by gritting my teeth and hurry to the dojo. I arrive at the dojo. Saber is sitting Japanese style by herself, as if meditating.
Shiro, are you awake?
No, I'm asleep. Saber notices me
Oh,
coming
okay.
in, stands up and comes to me instantly. Sorry, I just woke up. So, Saber...
It is not sorry. I have many things I need to say to you. You accepted a call from the enemy without me. You tried to fight by yourself, and you did not take care of your body. Do you understand that all those actions were foolish actions that would have been fatal? No, you really were almost dead. What enjoyment are you getting out of causing me so much trouble?
Well...
What is it? I will not back down because of lame excuses. I will totally hear you out today.
Saber flares up at me. It's certainly an intense pressure, but seeing Saber so emotional is rather pleasant. I know. I'll tell you. So, let's talk, Saber. My body is fine as it appears.
Shiro, you are healed.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm alive for now.
I see. That is good.
Where did that threatening attitude go? Saber takes a relieved breath and smiles softly as if congratulating me on my safety. That really makes me realize I made her feel so uneasy that even the expressionless Saber made such a face. I wasn't relying on Saber, but still, she accepted me as the person to fight with. I was the stupid one. I didn't notice such a pure thirst. Trust? What the fuck?
We know where your mind is.
And I could not even give her a simple trust of letting her fight. Saber. I speak naturally. I can stare directly at the person I was so embarrassed to look at until now.
Yes? What is it, Shiro?
I'm sorry. I was being stupid. I bow my head.
What? Shiro, please do not do such a thing. My previous expression was just a figure of speech. I was certainly angry, but there's no such need for you to apologize to me.
There is. It's natural to apologize to you as my partner. I'm sorry. I won't let you worry. As long as I'm with you, I will never fight alone.
Shiro, that...
Yeah. Saber, please lend me your strength. I can't beat the other masters by myself. I need your help.
Then you will admit that your actions until now were a mistake. That is my role to fight. And that you would devote yourself as backup as a master.
I still don't want to see Saber hurt. That's why I have forbidden her from fighting. That was what I had wrong. If I decided to fight her, I should have just... I should just have helped with her with all my might. No, I don't think I was mistaken. If you are going to protect me, I'll protect you too. I can't let you fight alone. Saber doesn't respond. Cold air flows through the dojo. But this is one thing I cannot give up. I raise my head, thinking I'll just need to beg her until she accepts it. And then...
That obstinate personality is just like you.
Saber?
Honestly, there's no need to answer now. I am your sword. Who else but me will be your help, Shiro?
Saying that, Saber puts out her left hand. With no sensible words coming to mind, I silently shake her hand. A certain feeling of a handshake. A few days after we met, we finally exchanged a real contract. Oh well?
Why are you two shaking hands?
Hey. Why do you have to show up with such timing? We release our hands quickly.
You guys are acting weird. Could it be that you two are having a secret confidence?
No, that is not true. I was merely taking his pulse to check if Master's body was okay.
I'm dumbfounded. Saber is offering a really suspicious lie. No. For that, why is Saber panicking too?
Oh, you sure take his pulse in a strange way.
Tosaka looks at Saber curiously. Perhaps because she is not accustomed to lying, Saber starts to act even more suspiciously. I have to help her, or we might end up in a bad situation. Hey, what do you want? Didn't you say you were going to your room to get something?
Oh, yeah. Here, Saber. This is it.
Thank you. I am sorry for the trouble, Rin.
Tosaka gives Saber a bag. Saber takes it with a happy expression.
That's the last set, so be careful. Even if it was an enforced summoning, your clothes will scatter if you arm yourself by force.
I am sorry. It was so sudden, I did not think that far ahead, but I am glad you had the same clothes.
Yeah, it's a simple design like a uniform. That Kirei forcing me to wear these plain clothes. Well, it's fine since those clothes don't look good on me. Why are you so concerned with them anyway, Saber?
Shida said they look good on me.
I don't understand the situation too well, but it seems that the third set of clothes for Saber, or that's the third set of clothes for Saber. We don't have any women's clothes here, so that means Saber is borrowing clothes from Tosaka. But, I'd prefer it if you two did your girl talk elsewhere. I'm a guy too. We were having a serious conversation, but if you talk about this sort of thing, I can't help but feel let down. Nothing much happens after that, and Saber and Tosaka force me to sleep. Even though I regained consciousness, my body is still badly injured. My arms were cut up by riders so badly that I wouldn't normally have had to cut them off at the elbow. Or I would have normally had to cut them off at the elbows. My body is filled with cracks and strains from the falling from the third floor. I guess they share the opinion that I should sleep and rest for now. Even though there are lots of things to think about. But I have to settle things as quickly as possible with Shinji. Shinji activated that boundary field without hesitation. Even I know how dangerous it is to let such a master roam freely. Damn it. This is no time to be sleeping. Emptiness like dizziness. Only my mind is back to normal. As soon as I lay down, my body demands sleep, as it's still not fully healed. Tomorrow, I can't rest like this. Even if my body isn't fully healed, I have to go and find Shinji. I'm having a bad dream. My injured body wants to sleep deeply, but my mind is still buried in that scene, and I can't fall into a deep sleep. My still injured body is burning, and my mind that cannot mourn enough is still burning too. I might be having a nightmare. As I doze, I see a dream in my unclear mind. How many victims were there? Tosaka said nobody died, but that is only from the outside. Having had their life sucked out by force, there will certainly be after effects. Long-term physical disabilities and mental damage from lack of oxygen. There were even students that had their skin melted. That scar is something that will stay with them for the rest of their lives, even if it heals. My body hurts. My absolutely dead body convulses. It was unfortunate for everyone involved, but you still did well. You were able to stop the disaster in exchange for a wound you would normally die from. So there is nothing to mourn or be ashamed of. The pain tells me to quietly fall asleep for now. No, I can't deceive myself with such reasoning. It makes no difference to the fact that the disaster occurred while I was there, but I couldn't do anything. I say I saved lives, but At the same time, I couldn't save anybody. If that was just a mistake, if it had never happened, I bet my mind and my body could go to sleep peacefully. I'm pissed off. It's ridiculous for my mind to grumble about such a thing. There are no miracles like that. It's a great insult to want to go back and redo things, just because I think they're inconvenient and disastrous. It's impossible to take something that has already happened and make it so that it didn't happen. It's impossible, and more importantly, it shouldn't be done. That's why I can't pretend the event didn't happen. There's only one thing I can do. If I hate the scene I will see even now, I should just act to prevent it from ever happening again. Sleep ends here. My body comes later. If my body moves, get up and run. If no one getting hurt is the ideal I aim for, I should do so until the point of my death. I open my eyes. I take a deep breath and draw air into my lungs. Phew. Cold winter air takes away my drowsiness and uneasiness. Habit is a great thing. It's only a bit past 6 o'clock. Maybe my body has healed quite well already, as I'm awake at my usual time. Alright. I get up and fold the futon. During that normal action, a sharp pain runs through my left arm, as if there's a crack in my bone. Well, of course there's no way it would be healed already. But all that's left is pain. It's much better than when I got my stomach slashed by Berserker a few days ago. At that time, my body was so weak that the nausea was worse than the pain. I go out into the hallway. The sunlight is gloomy and offers no energy. The weather is very cloudy, like it's gonna rain.
Shiro, you have awakened?
Yeah, I just woke up. You're up early today. You're usually asleep at this time. Yeah, it's unusual for Saber to be awake before breakfast is ready.
Shiro, I am not sleeping because I want to. I think I have told you already that I am sleeping until breakfast to save my magical energy. I wish you would not make it sound like I am always sleeping. In.
Why? I didn't intend to make it sound like that. I was just wondering if it was okay for you to wake up this early.
Oh, I see. So you're saying it is strange for me to be awake early?
Saber sounds cranky. Is it just me? It seems Saber is stricter today. Or should I say she's unreserved? No, not strange, but I'm wondering if it's alright. It's my fault that you have to sleep a lot, right? So shouldn't you be sleeping as long as you possibly can?
Of course. But that is not the only... But that is not the... That is... Why I can't read.
You're fine.
But that is only when I am on standby. I was sleeping in anticipation of an emergency. I do not think it is logical for me to sleep in this situation.
Why isn't it logical? We're not fighting anyone, nor is anyone attacking us right now.
No. I mean, that is...
Saber is unclear, as if there's something she doesn't want to say. Oh well. It's not an emergency right now, so you should sleep until we head out. I'll come and get you when breakfast is ready. So save your powers until then. I'm gonna need your powers all day. Head towards the kitchen.
Hold on, Cheeto.
What? Is there something else?
What did you say? What did you just say you're going to do?
I gasp without realizing. Even though she's asking me a question, Saber glares at me as if not letting me answer.
Your body should rest first. When we'll prepare breakfast, what you should be doing is resting in your room and healing your body. I will not let you claim you do not understand this fact.
Saber. Saber sounds strict because she's concerned about my body.
Please return to your room, Shido. You're the one who needs sleep.
She might be able to read my mind as she glares at me even harder. But still, I can't let Shinji go. No, I won't go back to my room. I'm already well rested and there's something we have to do. Let's go out into town when we're ready, Saber. We have to find Shinji before the day is over.
Why is that? There's no reason to find Rider's Master before the day is over. If we are going to fight, we should wait until your wounds have healed. It will not be too late then.
Hello, Icy, how are you? That's wrong, Saber. If you're talking about importance, my body comes later. We don't have any time. You should know that you should know that what Shinji will do. I'm going to separate him from Rider before he puts up another boundary field like that. He won't be able to do anything without a servant.
So you're saying you do not want victims like yesterday. You are fighting for that reason. And not to defeat Rider's Master?
That's not true. I'll have Shinji to take responsibility. It's just what we need to defeat Rider for that. Just that we need to defeat Rider for that. And anyway, it's only natural to act to prevent any victims. That's something that comes way before the reason to fight.
Achoo.
You okay?
I was gonna sneeze, but I wouldn't. I see. If my master says so, I will only obey.
Fucking sub.
シンジを探す？別に文句はないけど、ちゃんと勝ち目があって言ってるんでしょうね、シロ。
Hime?
Who died? Did Classy die?
Oh, I'm back. Sorry, my internet like shit for a second.
Oh,
Sorry, can you say the line again?
no worries. Look for Shinji? I don't mind. But you're saying this because you have some chance of winning, right?
Yeah, no, I saw no one was talking. I looked at Discord on my phone. It's just like connecting, ... I'm like, oh no, my internet. But my stream stayed up, which is weird. After breakfast, Tosaka reacts as soon as I declare I can't let Shinji go. Huh? You mean a chance of winning against Shinji?
Yeah, I'll warn you. But if you tell me you are going to go after a master without any hope of winning, I'll laugh at you.
Damn it. Now that she says that, I only thought about stopping Shinji. I've only thought about stopping Shinji and never about how to do so.
Whoa, are you serious, Emiya-kun?
Sorry. Laugh at me if you want.
Whoa, sorry, but that joke isn't funny at all.
If she reacts like that, she'll make me realize how stupid I am.
Saber, your master's like this. But what about you? You don't have any objection to fighting Rider.
Sorry.
You're good.
There should be no problem if I am only to fight against Rider. I've already gauged her ability. I believe Shido knows as well. He has actually faced Rider himself after all.
Oh yeah, so Shiro knows how strong she is as well.
Tosaka inquires with her eyes. She must be asking about Ryder's strength. Certainly I have a grasp of it. I don't know if it's because I have a contract with a servant, or because of my command spell. But even though she's not my servant, if I see her fight, I can put numbers to her abilities. Ryder herself wasn't a superior servant. Ryder isn't as strong as Saber. I don't think she'll win fighting one-on-one.
I see. Then you do have a chance of winning. Shinji isn't a magus, so Ryder won't receive support from her master. Inevitably, the fight will be one-on-one with Saber and Ryder.
Just like that, Tosaka says. As long as Shinji is her master, Ryder has to fight by herself. There should be no disadvantage for Saber.
Why the great face? Are there any problems?
Yeah. Look, Tosaka. Even though Ryder was cornered by Saber, who was far superior, she was able to escape with Shinji. I think it was Ryder's noble phantasm. The arrow of light that trampled through the hallway. A wave of destruction that would have surely disintegrated my body without trace if Saber didn't knock me aside. If that was Ryder's secret move, we can't be optimistic, even if Ryder herself is weak.
So that means Ryder is the type whose noble phantasm is superior to her own abilities. So, Saber, you should have been able to tell what Ryder's noble phantasm was, right? You should have some idea since it was used right in front of you.
Oops, I mean, I clicked again, oops.
Did I mute myself when I said that?
Yeah, I didn't hear anything.
My bad. I am sorry. I was too concentrated on protecting Shido. I was not able to tell what it was. If I had worried about such a thing, he would have been engulfed by it.
Engulfed? What is Ryder's noble phantasm? A projectile weapon?
It was something close to it. Its classification is close to the magic you use. It could not have been an anti-personnel noble phantasm, like my sword or Lancer's lance.
It's even stranger if it's like my magic. Your magic resistance is godly. No magic in the present day can hurt you. If there is a magic even you have to avoid, that would be...
Yes. Divine mysteries are nullified by even stronger ones. A divine mystery that can strike through my armor is what you people call sorcery, or a fantastic race with divinity.
Sorcery? Are you saying Ryder is a magus?
No. I did not feel so much magical energy from her. She is of class Ryder. If there is a magus, it could only be caster. I believe Ryder's noble phantasm is something else.
Osaka gives a relieved sigh at Saber's answer. But I don't quite get it. Saber, is your armor that strong? If you say only sorcery can go through it, then what would that make Lancer's Gay Bulg as a sorcery as well? Or would that make Lancer's Gay Bulg a sorcery as well?
Yes, Lancer's Gay Bulg is certainly a curse close to sorcery. But, Rin, could you please explain to Shida?
Me? Well, okay. So in short, you are misinterpreting that Saber can only hurt using sorcery, right?
No, that's not exactly what I meant. I just thought it was amazing if the armor is that strong.
Of course it's amazing. Not just Saber, but all the servants are heroic spirits. There's the fact that they're spirits, but they can't be hurt by normal means. That's because servants themselves are divine mysteries. The only ones that can physically hurt the servants are other servants, heroic spirits like them. So in other words, if a servant was using it, even a paper knife could hurt Saber.
So that means Saber's armor isn't that strong against a servant?
Yeah, but Saber herself is skilled in combat, so it's pretty much impossible to hurt her in hand-to-hand combat. The remaining means that would be attacking using magic from a distance, but since Saber has unbelievable magic resistance for a knight, she'll repel most magic. Curses like bad luck won't touch her, and direct intervention like shooting an arrow of magical energy is useless. So if one wishes to defeat Saber, one must fight her head-on.
Saber is listening quietly to Tosaka's explanation. She probably is not interrupting because it's all true. Hey, that's cheating! They're attacking with magic because they can't beat her in combat. But if magic is useless against her, what are they supposed to do? That's really unfair.
Yep, but that doesn't mean Saber can never be defeated in combat, right? Berserker surpasses Saber in strength, and Lancer has his fatal lance in combat. As we are just saying, Rider 2 has a noble phantasm that can even kill Saber, so it doesn't mean Saber is perfect.
You notice the angry mark above her head?
Right, saw it too. There are ways for even us to defeat Saber. We just need to use magic that exceeds Saber's magic resistance, or use the weapon she uses and cut her neck while she's asleep. Servants' weapons are in spirit form like them, so they should be able to hurt them.
It's a scary example, but I understand. Hold on, Tosaka. You can't talk like that in front of Saber herself. I see. Then it must be that Rider's noble phantasm is not especially strong. Excuse me. But that Saber went into defense because it was an attack from a servant?
Of course not. If Saber concentrated on defense, Rider herself couldn't do anything to finish Saber. If Rider herself isn't a superior heroic spirit, the noble phantasm she uses won't be strong either. Isn't that right, Saber? Rider's noble phantasm is unrelated to her ability, right?
Oh, she just straight up left. Oh, she's back.
Probably. Ability is an automatic weapon that does not rely on Rider's skill or magical energy, or something that has an effect on the noble phantasm itself. Magic or a fantastic race. Either way, the thing released from the magic circle was overwhelming. I do not think any servant would be able to survive it if it received a direct blow.
Really? How is it level-wise? Putting it your way, I would say about an
That's
A+.
fine.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
You're fine, dude.
Oh.
Putting it your way, I would say about an A+. It is just a speculation, so I cannot be certain.
A+? What is that? That's almost at the level of sorcery. Whoa, I'm surprised the school didn't get blown away if something like that was used.
Ability is not a noble phantasm that simply destroys. Perhaps it is a noble phantasm that has some other use.
I see. But there's a problem. According to Saber, it's beyond an A rank, and her immediate attack power might be the strongest of all servants.
Well, it did seem like a noble phantasm superior in both attack and defense. But my noble phantasm is more.
Saber comments to Tosaka, who goes into pondering. What is it? Saber doesn't seem to be enjoying this conversation. Saber, Is something Tosaka said worrying you?
No, that is not correct. Yes, I believe it is inappropriate for a knight to inquire into who is the strongest.
She's acting suspiciously. Saber mumbles as if ashamed of what she's saying. Oh well. But weren't you saying something weird earlier? Something about your and Lancer's weapons being anti-personnel noble phantasms?
Anti-personnel noble phantasm? It means what it says. My invisible heir and Lancer's Gabled are only weapons to defeat people. No matter how strong the magical energy or curse it wields, it does not go beyond the level of defeating other beings.
Well, that is true. Saber's invisible sword is certainly an advantage in battle, but that is only in the case of man versus man. There would be no difference in speed even if he used an invisible sword to chop wood. Lancer's Gabolg is the same. Even with a cursed lance that will strike the heart, if the opponent is a rock or a house, it is no more than a strong lance. I see. So that's why it's an anti-personal noble phantasm. Then, Ryder's noble phantasm is...
I would say that it's an anti-army noble phantasm. Come to think of it, I heard from my father that there are noble phantasms specialized against others, and noble phantasms specialized against armies. To put it simply, the anti-personnel noble phantasms are guns with unlimited ammo, and the anti-army noble phantasms are one-time missiles. Ryder's noble phantasm is powerful, but it's not a continuous noble phantasm like Saber's sword, which is always invisible.
What? Hold on. A gun would be no match for a missile. It's true that Saber's invisible sword is an awesome sword, but it'll be blown away before she could swing it against such a ridiculous noble phantasm. So, in short, if we're going to fight her, you're saying we should defeat Ryder before she uses her noble phantasm?
I would think so. You'll have no chance of winning if it comes down to the noble phantasm. Remember, if you're going to go look for Shinji and Ryder, requirement is to defeat Ryder before she has a chance to use her noble phantasm. It'll be to your disadvantage if you let the fight last longer.
Or you can just defeat Ryder's master while I am fighting. He has no means of fighting, so that might be more certain.
That's the conclusion. As we have no countermeasure, we can only beat her before she has a chance to use it. So whatever the noble phantasm of the other servants are, we cannot compete in noble phantasms against Ryder. Your advice was helpful, Tosaka. We'll be going to look for Shinji, but what about you? Will you stay here?
Yeah, if you say so, we can look for Shinji as well. But I guess we won't. Ryder isn't our only enemy, and we originally cooperated to fight against Berserker. I have something I need to do as well while you guys are looking for Shinji.
Tosaka stands up with a cold smile on her face.
See you. I'll be expecting good results.
Finally, am I right?
Yeah, glad I'm gone.
Leaving Tosaka at home, I leave with Saber. It's 7:30 in the morning. The hill is really quiet. Students usually go to school this time, but not many people are around today. Maybe because they're on the fucking hospital.
I hear the school has closed down temporarily. Even though nobody died, most of the students apparently cannot stand up yet.
It's like a severe malnutrition. So it should take a few days before they'll be able to move again. But those are the lucky ones. Transformation of the skin, necrosis of the tips of the limbs. I hear there were even students on the verge of blindness.
I hear Taiga was taken to the hospital as well. It was alright not to go visit her, Shido?
Yeah, they said Fujini was just fatigued. They told me not to worry about it and study at home. I called the Fujimura house and checked in on Fujini's state before I left the house. I would like to go visit her, but I should hold off on that for now.
You're concentrating on the search? That is fine. But do you have any guesses? I'm able to feel the presence of servants. That is only possible if I am near them. I believe it would be difficult to find them without some sort of clue.
Yeah. If Shinji was hiding and not doing anything, it would be difficult to find him. But considering his personality, I don't think he'll stay quiet after the incident yesterday. Shinji's not the type to stop when he's beaten. He's the kind of guy that'll take revenge.
And you are saying Rider's Master will be constructing another boundary field?
No doubt. Like me, he can't provide magical energy to his servant. If he wants revenge on us, he'll have to collect magical energy first. So it shouldn't be that difficult to find him.
So not be looking for a Rider's Master, but for the boundary field.
Yeah. Even if we can't perceive the master, we can sense the boundary field if we get near it, and that will tell us about possible locations as well. We just need to get a look for large buildings where lots of people gather.
I am surprised. You're thinking pretty well, Shido.
It's not like I'm not thinking, you know? I wouldn't say something like that if I wasn't confident about finding them. Yes, I'm confident. There's the matter of the boundary field, but there's more meaning in us walking around. Just as I can't leave Shinji alone, I bet Shinji doesn't intend to let us go either. Just to be sure, we go to Shinji's house. I have Saber check for the presence of Rider. The result
That's
is
his
negative.
house?
That's his house. That's
Fucking
the
rich
that's the
boy.
Moto house. That's the Moto household.
Jeez.
Yeah, they're fucking rich. Well, he's not the kind of guy that'd be resting at home. Let's go. If Shinji was going to construct a boundary field, it'll be in Shinto, and not over here. Let's go to each of the office buildings. Calling out to Saber, I leave the Moto house.
Is this alright, Shido? This is Sakura's house. You not want to talk to her since you are here? I believe we have time for that.
I'm certainly worried about Sakura. According to Tosaka, Sakura was just weakened. Fortunately, she didn't have any external wounds. But if I can, I want to see her and take care of her since she was always taking care of me. But I don't think I will. I can't get her involved in this war by going to see her before things are over. And most of all, I can't go and see Sakura if I'm to fight Sakura's brother soon. If the worst comes to the worst, I'll have to kill Shinji. I'll never be able to face her. So I shouldn't leave any lingering affections. I think that's the best choice I can take. And I also believe it is for Sakura's best as well. Hey yo, sorry I killed your brother.
LMAOJK.
LMAOJK. We go to every building we spot. We went through all the larger ones first, but there's no findings yet. Wiping the sweat off my brow, I move my heavy limbs. Trying to calm my breathing, I stand still for a while and take a deep breath.
Shido, is there something wrong? Shido, please come this way.
Yeah, hold on. That's the way to the park. There are still some buildings we haven't checked over this way.
Please wait on that matter. This takes priority right now.
Something must have caught her attention. She speaks strictly and pulls me towards the park.
I hope it's like junk food.
Hold on, Saber. What are we doing coming here? There's nothing here. Even you should know that.
It's fine, so please sit down on the bench. I will listen to you later.
Stared down by Saber, I reluctantly sit down on the bench. And then I almost faint. I hold my face with one hand. My forehead is sweaty and my breath is out of control even though I'm sitting down. Hold on. Why am I sweating in the middle of winter? That's strange. Was I this tired? As soon as I asked myself that, I finally realized the state of my body. I'm not tired. It's just my unhealed wound aching. Ridiculous. No matter how deep the breaths I take are, I can't catch my breath. My body is heavy and my legs refuse to stand up.
It seems you have finally realized the condition you are in, Shiro.
Saber is angry. It's only natural. It does no good when the one who suggested the idea of searching for Shinji is resting on a bench. Sorry. I'll be able to move again soon, so just wait a bit.
That is not what I'm concerned about. It seems it is useless to say anything to you.
I understand that Saber is angry. I understand, but I don't quite get what she's so angry about. Hey, Saber, you have to be clear or I won't get what you want to say. Basically, I'm fucking stupid.
Ah, of course. Well, there is no need to tell you if you do not understand. Please, just rest there, Shiro. I will keep you company if you do not wish to rest alone.
Heyo? Saying that, Saber sits next to me. Huh? The bench isn't that large. Saber is sitting so close to me that I could touch her shoulder if I leaned over a bit. Hey! No! Hold on, Saber. We don't have time to rest. We didn't come here to play, we
did not come here to play. Resting is part of the battle. If you have any complaints, please tell me after you catch that breath of yours.
You say catch my breath, but it's true that my body is tired and I can't breathe properly. But if you're this close, my heart starts jumping in.
Shiro, are you listening to me? You have been pushing your body all this time, so please relax and calm down for now. Your body will not rest if you're not calm.
Well, so if she wants me calm, why doesn't she get away from me? I don't know what Saber thinks, but for me, she's a girl around my age.
Fucking teenagers.
She's actually younger, but she's a girl nonetheless. And on top of that, she's unrealistically beautiful. I don't know what kind of a guy would be able to calm down with her next to him.
Shiro, is it just me, or do you look more pale?
That's not true. I'm not disturbed at all.
Well, that is good, but it seems you should lie down. Perhaps there's a place where you can rest around here.
Saber looks around. Hey, why is there a guy using his lover's... Wait, why is there a guy using his lover's thighs as a pillow in the desolate park? Wait, what? Another guy here doing that? Oh god. And?
Huh?
It seems Saber's looking at the couple and thinking, hello?
Shiro, if you do not feel well, please lie down.
I'm fine. I'll calm down if I stay still, so don't worry about it too much. You don't have to worry, so ignore me for a while. Looking away from Saber, I close my eyes so I won't see her. Get no thigh action today. Calm down. Try to ignore Saber, who's sitting next to me. All I have to do now is to keep on breathing deeply in.
No thighs?
No thighs? No maidens?
No maidens.
Thyless?
No maidens.
No bitches.
The fire died down after one night. The red fiery walls were gone. There was a burnt field all around me, and the blackened woods were smoldering with the sounds of sparking. As I lay there, I think it sounds like a small firework. The sky starts to cloud up. It would rain soon, and the fire should stop soon. Just soon stop. I was looking up blankly at the sky with a body that was even having difficulty breathing. There are only burned corpses around me. I have birds all over my body. There's a bad burn across my chest. My open chest. I feel like I could grab my heart if I put my fingers in the inflamed chest. Oh yeah, now that I think about it. I didn't fall because I was tired. My numb body wasn't kind enough to be able to rest just because I was tired. I fell because I think my wounds made me unable to move my arms and legs. So I was mainly and did not panic. I knew I would not be saved, and I wasn't scared because everyone around me had died the same way. I just looked up at the cloudy sky and watched myself as I grew thinner. But still, with my dazed consciousness, I thought to seek for help as long as I was alive, and I reached out my hands. Wait, something's weird. I shouldn't remember a burning feeling in my chest. I wake up suddenly. I open my shirt and check my body. Yeah, there's no scar at all. There's no scar on my chest. I almost died because of lack of oxygen from a burn, after all. I didn't have any fatal wounds. If I had taken something like that, I bet even Kiritsugu wouldn't have been able to save me. No, more importantly. Whoa! It's night already? Was I asleep? Saber.
Yes, you seem to be sleeping deeply, so I do not want to wake you up. It seemed the result is worth it. You look much better than before.
You're mean. Even if it was bad for me, you should have woken me up. I told you we don't have time to be resting.
Resting is a necessary action, and we're only sleeping for an hour, so there should be no problem.
That's only an hindsight opinion. What were you going to do if I didn't wake up?
Let me see. Would not have been too difficult. The day has ended, and it was starting to get cold, so I was about to wake you up.
Well, I certainly do feel much better. I get up from the bench and start to walk through the field. There's no trace in the field of what came before. No trace of when it used to be a residential district, nor any trace of when it was that red burning world. It kinda irritates me that in spite of that, I saw that after image just by sleeping here.
Shiro, is there a problem?
Oh, no. I just thought we should have rested somewhere else if we were going to rest. There are too many bad memories here.
Bad memories? Do you have some connection to this place?
Huh? Oh, I must have not told you yet. I used to live here. It's 10 years ago, though, but there was a big fire and both my parents and my house burned up. I was saved by Kiritsugu and became his foster child.
What? Then you are...
Yeah, that means I'm not Kiritsugu's child. And I guess I'm not completely unrelated to the... Holy Grail War either. I heard that this place was the final battleground in the last war. The one person who survived it became a master. So I guess you could call it kind of ironic. I walk through the field. It's been 10 years since that happened, but it seems this ground isn't fertile yet, at all. Maybe the regret of dying people has seeped into this land.
Shiro, is that why you seek to prevent any victims? Since you are a victim of the Holy Grail War, you do not want another victim like yourself.
Well, that's... Now that she mentions it, maybe that's logical. But strangely, I've never thought about it that way. I don't know what you say is true, but I think it's simpler that way. I was just happy when Kiritsugu saved me here 10 years ago. There was nothing else. So, maybe I admire him and wanted to be like him. That's right. I was just happy at that time. I can't put it into words, the emotion I felt when my request for help was granted. But at the same time, the happier I was, the guiltier I felt. But I didn't feel at ease because I was the only one saved. I was saved by my father, but no one else was saved and ended up like this. Everyone wished for help, and I was the only one who received it. Only I was saved, and I was saved with the sacrifice of everyone else. So, Emiya Shiryu must take responsibility for it all. But there's no way to take back something that's already happened. If I want retribution for those that died, I should prevent what is to come. I won't allow a disaster like the one 10 years ago to repeat itself. I couldn't face the victims if that happened. Well, I think that my motive is something like that. More importantly, we should continue searching for Shinji. I feel better, so we should go to the buildings we haven't searched yet. And there'll be fewer people around at night. If Shinji wants to attack us, now would be a perfect time. If we're going to make ourselves a decoy, the real deal starts now. Let's go, Saber. Let's go back to the office district for now. Saber? Did you forget something?
No, I just remember what happened this morning. When I said we should go and look for Ryder's master after you healed your wounds, you told me the order of importance was wrong. You said the same thing yesterday. I felt it for a while, but I became confident about it then. You have no intention of saving yourself.
As if. Even stating that fact is a crime. She stares at me and declares so.
You are putting others ahead of yourself. That is admirable, but you will regret it someday if you continue like that. You should value yourself more, Shido.
Saber walks past me.
Let us go. We are certainly putting a burden on you by being here.
Saber starts to walk towards the office district. I try to call out to her, but I can't in the end. What are you saying? Those words die in my throat. It can't be that I don't intend to save myself. It can't be true. But for some reason, I cannot refute her words. I think that might be a good place to end it. Bam, bam, bam. Well, a lot happened today. There's definitely a lot of shit going on.
So you fucking died.
I did die. I died multiple times.
And then you got scolded by everyone.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
Where's my music at? There's my music.
Like at the bright side, you got eaten out by a vampire.
Yeah, I got the suck on the throat.
Yeah. My mom knows about that.
Suck.
Suck.
Nut.
He was trying to hang out with all the girls.
That's what happens. Well, according to that Tiger Dojo, we're like halfway through the game.
Yeah.
It's getting good. There's a lot more action going on now. And not like
Awa.
Magus.
Awa.
Magi.
No, it was just Switch.
Switch. Holy Grail. Those words just repeated over and over. It's getting like...
Gotta watch a video of this game, but take shots a certain word it says.
I think
It
I'll
said.
buy.
Magi.
Yeah,
Barrier.
every time they say magi. Barrier.
Magical presence. Magical energy. You know what? If it
Magical
says magic,
Phantasm.
magical. If it says
Goal to
magic,
see
take a
who
shot.
passes out last from the alcohol poisoning.
Yeah, pretty much.
Everyone pick a word.
I give Cheer the word
Master.
magical.
No, I can't. No, I choose. I'll lose on any of them, honestly.
Saber. Every time they say
Saber.
Saber, yeah. You just get the name Saber.
Now I take a shot every time Shiro like is a fucking idiot.
Every
you
time
wanna
Shiro-
die?
Every time Shiro's a misogynistic asshole.
Literally, he's so bad.
Every time he doesn't see how obvious people's like concern is for him.
When we went to the school, I thought that was gonna be like a complete dead end, because I don't think that happened in Unlimited Blade Works or in Heaven's Field, so that's a whole new thing to me.
I call taking a shot every time Archer appears.
Every time Archer appears.
He's just like randomly appeared and be like, "Hey, Shiro, you're a fucking dumbass. Bye. That's all. That's his role in this fucking
Every
story.
time
Wait a
I
minute,
see
we
him,
can
I'm
take-
like, wait. Sorry, go ahead.
I said we just take a drink when our characters show up, so you know I'll be safe.
Man, I'm gonna die.
The Chiru, Dish, Classy, they're all dead. Everyone's gonna die.
Yeah, Hawk
I was
hasn't said
gonna
anything in a
say-
while.
Backstabber.
Mhm.
Same with
If
the
you-
movie.
Anytime there's a close up on the crotch.
If you had
The
more than like
assassin
one
crotch.
scene, if you literally had more than one scene in this one session, you're gonna die.
I'm dead.
Okay, I'm looking for
I'm just
somebody
like-
to raid.
Archer's, dude, help! You're
No,
here.
I know something that Chiru probably won't die on.
Mm.
Every time Gilgamesh makes an appearance.
Perfect, because I don't know who that is.
Yeah,
Oops.
exactly.
I mistyped raid. I'm gonna send you guys over to Devi. Let's play some
Devi.
Elden Ring.
Let's go.
I was doing this
Elden
Elden
Ring.
Ring.
I should be back on Monday or Tuesday. Thank you all for coming.
Monday.
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 Stream.
Monday.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for coming.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for coming and hearing
Bye.
I game.
Like with regular time next time. Which one would you rather do
Alright.
if you had to choose?
So time to that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.